Hello, I really wanted to talk with you today about the Earth Warriors Oracle because it really has surprised me in a positive way. So I really wanted to talk about this deck and also ruminate a bit about life, the spiritual path, and so on and so forth. So welcome. I'm just going to begin by talking a little bit about this deck, some basic information. So this is called the Earth Warriors Oracle, and I have here the second edition that has no borders on the cards. So it is a 44 card deck by Alana Fairchild. And the artist is Isabel Bryna. It comes with a thick guidebook with messages. We have this sort of summarized message here, and then we have in a reading the meaning of a message when you get the card, and then you have spiritual guidance. It gives you a bit more on sort of the stories, the lore and the mythology and things and such around the card. And I really love the length of this guidebook. It's perfect Alana Fairchild. Perfect Alana Fairchild. She does write a lot, but I think that she really balances it in this deck. Perfect amount. And I'm going to show you some card imagery while I speak about this experience that I've had, why it shook me. So I actually got this deck, I think it was 2019, because I love Alana Fairchild's decks, and I really didn't connect with it at all when I first got it. I really struggled with it. I don't know what it was. It was something with the language, the style. Didn't feel a connection to the sort of background around why this deck was created, and really just I didn't have that much of a deep experience. Like it never really hit or tug at my heartstrings when I read with this deck. It just, nothing happened. Basically, nothing happened. And so I didn't really connect with it. And I had a friend who seemed to connect with it more. And so I gifted this deck, or that copy, to her. And I've been thinking about it now and then over the years. And about a month ago, I felt really called to get this deck back into my collection, because I do feel that this is a very late summer vibe for me. Can't explain it really, it's just the feeling. And this time around, it has just been so giving, so deep. And the experiences that I've had while sitting down, drawing a card, it's just, I've felt so immersed in the text, the message, and it has really rung true. Do you say that? Rung true? I don't know. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. Well, I have some ideas. I am at a different stage on my path at the moment, and in life in general. And I think that I resonate more deeply with the messages this time, because this deck feels a bit more mature somehow, more mature. And it's like I didn't understand the depth or the insights and the wisdom that it tried to give me back then. Like I wasn't ready for it back then, I think. But this time around, it has just given me exactly what feeds my soul at the moment. And it feels really, really good. And it brings me clarity whenever I draw a card and read the messages. I've been really connecting in with the message in the guidebook lately. Not so much the imagery, more than it's very, very beautiful to look at. But I've been connecting really, really deeply with the messages in the guidebook. Very, very, very insightful sessions. And they have given me such clarity. But it's not the sort of clarity that I receive from working with the Witchsmith Tarot deck. Like this sort of front of the mind, mental clarity, like insight on things in life. This clarity is more of an awareness and a wisdom that already exists within my soul and within my body, within my being, that is being reactivated. So it's soft and it's humming, but it's powerful. It's quiet power. And so this deck feels very, very much like feminine wisdom for me. Sorry about my cat. He wants to go out. And I don't know, I think there's something with what I've been experiencing as of late in life, the challenges that I've had, the sort of deaths that I've been experiencing, both physical around me and symbolically the death of the old versions of me. And it's like I can understand now what it is that Alana is saying with these words. I can understand now because of the things that I have been moving through. So this deck is more so an experience, the embodiment of what it is to be me and to be on this path and coming back to my purpose. This deck is very life purpose oriented, I should say. Helping you to find your strength to come back to it again and again and again. Something that I actually have been struggling with a bit as of late. And there was something else that I wanted to tell you. What was that? Yeah. yeah, these last couple of years I've been really trying so damn hard to find myself, to discover who I am underneath layers of conditioning, of trying to please people, my culture, society. Being very aware of the things that have shaped me into someone else, but not really knowing who I am, sort of. Not feeling it fully, just trying to find myself. The sort of irony is that I didn't need to try to find myself. I just needed to relax into it. And I've heard people say this so many times. And it's like I didn't know how to do that. But I do feel like I've been like relaxing into who I am these last couple of months, I would say. Really coming home to myself, and it's not an effort, and I feel that that ties into the essence of this deck. It's about relaxing into who you already are. Very, very powerful, but also very soft sort of wisdom, and I love that. It's about being more. And I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. And it's like there was not a soul who could tell me how to do that. I just had to experience that myself and move through that myself, leaning into and softening into who I am. There was something else I wanted to say with that. Hopefully it will find its way back to me. Beautiful, beautiful deck with very beautiful artwork. What was it then? Just hold on while I try to sort of let it come to me again. Yeah, that's right. So I think what did it for me, what sort of allowed me to relax into who I already am, is me finally feeling safe. Finally feeling safe. And I could relax, and my nervous system could relax, and I could let myself be. And I was not that worried anymore about upsetting people with small stuff, you know? So I found myself in a very beautiful romantic partnership that I've been in for 8 years, and we have a really solid, stable, beautiful, deep connection. Very supportive, very, very supportive. And I feel at home where I live. I finally feel like I can put down my roots here and actually create the home of my dreams. I'm a Cancer rising, so home is important, and safety. Really relaxing into this being my place. and making it beautiful and making it comforting. And I got this gardening job that healed a lot of wounds around work and leadership and colleagues that I've had with me for quite some time. It has been very, very healing, and I've felt so safe in work as well, because my life, I'm a destiny number 5. My life has been very, very chaotic, and I haven't had a moment of rest, I tell you, until this year. And these last years since 2018 has been particularly rough. It was one thing after the other. It was just chaos and grief and stress and horror. Really, really difficult times, very, very dark, very, very sad. And now I'm at peace, and now I feel safe, and now I can allow myself to relax, and so I can allow myself to be me. And I think those words will sum up this video, because somehow I feel that connects into me working with this deck. It's like a friend that I'm meeting at this place. And I do think, now I keep rambling, I do think that perhaps, just perhaps, that this deck specifically is quite particular when it wants to connect with someone. Just a feeling, just a hunch that I have, that it's very, like it doesn't work when it's the wrong time, wrong place, wrong time, doesn't work. It's like perhaps you have to be in the right place for it, where you meet effortlessly. Okay, this is where I end the video. Thank you for hanging out with me this summer evening where it's getting very, very dark. And do take care. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.